Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been quite a few weeks since we last gathered here, but thank you so much for tuning in from wherever you are. And I just want to give a big shout out to my most recent subscribers, including my very own Mommy Dearest. Karibu sana. So for those who are new here, and if this is your first time watching, my name is Rika Oyola. And on today's episode, I am just going to go straight into the point. I want to talk about emotional manipulators. These people come in form of friends, husbands, boyfriends, cousins, sisters, brothers. They could take any form. So this story time is about my situation with one certain person that I felt through the years manipulated me emotionally. And you know how people always tell you that people will treat you how you let them? That is very true, because I think people identify your weakness and they will use that and just drag it and till they can no longer use it. Now, in my case, this is a story time about at one point in life I had a roommate. So and needless to say, we are no longer friends, but I just think people should be very watchful of the people that you keep around you. So a while back, I had a roommate and several situations happened. I want to believe we were friends. In my opinion, we were really good friends, but it just ran its course. And I honestly believe I've grown to the point where it's okay for relationships to end. It's okay for you to say someone's course in your life has ended and for you to go your separate ways, but in good spirits, without holding any grudge. And with time you learn to accept and take the apologies that you never got. You just, for your own sake, you receive them. So this story time is about when I had a roommate once, and three or four incidents happened before I realized that I honestly can't be in such a relationship with literally anyone, whether it's a friend or cause umetumiwa ukatumika. Now,
but I'm here to tell you this: you sit in shit too long, it stops smelling. So come the fuck out of there.
Now, the first thing that happened was one day I'm in the house, I'm just minding my own business. I was actually washing clothes, and said roommate had not been around for I think 2 days for the weekend. And when she comes back, I was washing clothes. So I was just in the bathroom washing my clothes. She comes in and I'm like, hey, hi friend. Friend doesn't say hi, so I'm wondering what's that, like what's really wrong, what did I do wrong? And I'm one person that really values friendships, so anytime I sense that something could be wrong between me and a friend, I try to really find out the cause or what happened. So it's only natural for me to get concerned and start wondering, did I do something wrong? Is it me? Half the time you even know you didn't do anything wrong, but because of the person that you are your mind automatically goes to, what did I do this time? So I'm like, hey friend, with all the excitement, I haven't seen you, and friend does not say hi. So I'm like, okay, fine, maybe she just needs time to rest and get to my level, because my sister says, like, in the morning my level is normally so high. Like, it gets to a point where you and someone's energy are not on the same level, so you need to give them time for them to reach where you are, the same level of the same energy levels, for them to match up. So I was like, okay, fine, let me allow her to rest, and then once she's rested, we'll talk. Here, a day goes by, 2 days. So now I'm wondering, hey Connie, was it something that I did? So I think a week passed, me and friend didn't talk, and then one day, out of the blues, she starts talking to me, and then she tells me, I just feel like you don't make me feel like this is my house. Have you caught that? I don't feel like you make me feel like this is my house. Seriously. I have grown to understand and to take my own feelings as my own responsibilities. I know it's upon me to make me happy. I know it's upon me to make me comfortable in the spaces that I walk through and all the doors that I go through. And in as much as, let's say you're going somewhere and you don't know people, I try to make it my own obligation to try and feel comfortable in the spaces that I have chosen to go in. So this is someone that pays half the rent. This is someone who is entitled to live in that house, and they make it my own burden to make them feel comfortable. And here's the thing, at the time I wasn't seeing anyone. So she was the one with a boyfriend, she's the one who used to have sleepovers, she's the one who used to have friends, because I've always had such a close knit circle of friends, so I can honestly tell you, and all of them were around where I used to live, so it was very easy for me to go to their houses. And most of her friends were away from where we used to live, so most of her friends would come. And I'm wondering, Kwani, is it like, what does this friend say? Like, is it up to me now? And I think most of us tend to burden people with our own emotions. We want our husbands to make us happy. We want our cousins to make us happy. We want our relatives, all our friends. We just want them to make us feel like we belong. But then again, it's not anyone's responsibility. I was listening, not listening, I think it was a podcast. No, it was either Goldcast on YouTube. They have this motivational videos. And Will Smith said his marriage started working when he realized, or when he or his wife, just go look for it, you will get it, because it's something that he's spoken about a lot. And he said it's his wife's responsibility to be happy on her own, and it's also his own responsibility to be happy on his own. Then when they are both happy separately, they can bring in the happiness that they both have alone. They can bring it into this pool of theirs to make it one whole happiness. And right now, I don't understand why people, and it's not just happiness or comfort, it's so much more that we seek from others, and yet we can't get it by ourselves. So lesson number one from this today's vlog is that it's your own responsibility to be happy or to make yourself comfortable. It's upon you to make yourself feel how you want to feel. You cannot burden other people with that responsibility. And at the time, I didn't address it because I didn't know how to address it or what to say. I just felt overwhelmed and so hurt by that bit of statement, and I didn't know what to do in that moment. But looking back, if I was to go back in time, I would have definitely stood up for myself, or in that moment said, hey friend, that is really not my responsibility to make you feel a certain type of way. Okay, story 2. I'm not sure the events of these stories. I don't remember them quite well because it was a few years back. We go somewhere with a friend. We come back to the house late, and not very late. It was a good hour because what we were doing, it's not like we were out engaging in fun or having some strange things, but I won't say where we went. And when we came back to the house, I was so tired, so we were both tired, so I closed the door with a padlock, locked it, like seriously locked the door, went and slept. Now, I have always been taught by my mother not to tempt thieves. That is what she likes saying. Oh, sijaribu wezi. Like if you park your car, you can't leave your bag in the open because someone may just be minding their business, and then they see something and they take it. So I've always known how to put my things safely and well. So once I'm done with my laptop, I put it in my suitcase and I put it safe. So most of my things were in the bedroom on this particular night. Friends' things were in the sitting room. She literally, when we got to the house, she left her bag in the sitting room on the table, and we went to bed. We overslept that day. We really overslept. So on this, when I woke up, I was the first one to wake up, and when I woke up, I go to the kitchen. I realized, there's no gas. The meko is missing, but I don't think much of it because one of the mekos is there, but it was empty. And then I go to the sitting room, the door is opened, and I'm wondering, hi Kwani, I'm not the first one to wake up. And then friend woke up. So she was like, oh, my laptop is missing. And I tell her, oh, even the gas is missing because mine had finished. So because we had 2 mekos and mine finished. Mine was empty. So sorry, I'm just looking at the kids outside, but anyway, so she's like, you know what, we've been robbed. And I'm like, oh god, oh no, let me check. My laptop is in place, the meko that has been left is mine, her handbag is missing. No handbag is there, but the cash is missing. And we both call our parents. I remember we called our moms and we talked to them, and they were like, wow, okay, why that place is not even safe. But then that place was not even safe where I used to stay. But I'm thinking, we've both been robbed. Then I think a day, like, we just immediately give notice, we find a new place, we move out. So after we've moved out, friend's boyfriend, who was not in the country at the time, calls me and he's like, you know, I know it's you, just return them. And I'm like, who the F do you think I am? Do you think like I have a connection with a group of thugs or thieves? Like, how? Like, I would like to see myself from your eyes and try to understand how it is that you view me. Because for you to even insinuate that I got people to come and rob us, it's really insane. So that really hurt me. And I told my friend, please tell your boyfriend to stop sending me messages, because he was constantly WhatsApping me and saying, we won't tell anyone, just return the stuff, this really hurt. And I'm thinking, what? So I told friend, please tell your boyfriend to stop sending me these messages. It breaks me that he would even insinuate. And my friend's reaction was, that's just between the two of you. I'm not going to get in the middle of it. But I had a conversation with one of now she's my friend, with my friend. And she was like, I was even talking to my boyfriend, and he doesn't think he would talk to me in a particular way if he didn't have her consent. So in that situation, I was so disrespected, not only by my friend, but her boyfriend as well. And because I think I just felt like, oh, we've come from so far, this relationship is okay. I just bought that line for the line of, that's just between you two. But in essence, it's really not. I would go hard for my friends, and I would not even let a single man, because I've had men accuse my friends of things that they had not done, or things that I don't think my friends are capable of, and I would tell them straight, you know what, that is not a subject that we are going to delve into. That is something we don't talk about. Me and you don't go there. There's just a line you don't cross. And if someone respects you, they will have your back. If this is someone you say this person is so close to me, imagine they will have your back regardless. And I still just continued with that friendship, because I feel like I've invested. And imagine, guys, no matter how long you've invested in a friendship or a relationship, the minute there is no respect, you need to walk out. It's okay for you to leave. It does not matter mume juana miaka ngapi, just step. So the third story happened now when we're in our new house. We have new neighbors, and several things happened, but I want to use this as the second last thing, because there's this thing that happened now afterwards, and I was like, you know what, I'm done. I am done. So the second last thing that happened was, again, I was washing clothes and our new neighbor, one of our new neighbors, comes, like he knocks, I let him in. I had shorts on, so I took a lasso, I covered myself, because I just felt like this man, I'm not comfortable him seeing me dressed like that. Like I wasn't comfortable with him to that extent. So I let the guy in, we start talking, we are sitting on the couch, we are laughing, because he was a funny man, but he had a wife and he had a very recently born child at the time. And I didn't even think, I just thought we were neighbors, we were all friends. So, again, friend was not around during this period. So now I'm seated, we are laughing with my neighbor, we're just catching up as friendly neighbors. I haven't stopped washing clothes to entertain this neighbor, who by the way wasn't so close to me as opposed to her closeness with my friend. So we sit down, we talk, and friend comes. It's at night now. She's like, okay. Oh, I'm thinking, what? Okay, what? Because we said hi, and she was like, what is all this attitude for? I'm just over here seated entertaining your guest, who happens to be our neighbor. Like, what is the big deal? Then she says, continue as you are. Endeleeni tu vile mlikuwa, because clearly I don't want to interrupt. And now I'm wondering, is it just me, or were they dating? Are they together? Because I have zero clue. and she does not talk to me. And I didn't want to put, because we had a mutual friend at the time, I didn't want to put my mutual friend in this shenanigans. One of the things I believe in is we should not have to make people, mutual relations pick sides. But if it's clearly something that someone has done wrong, my point is, I just didn't want to get her in between this situation. So we don't talk. But then one day we end up in a scenario where I call my friend. I'm like, oh, can I come hang? She's like, okay, cool, come. So when I get there, friend is there also. So I try to be very cordial, very like play it cool, play it low. So I'm like, okay, hi, how are you? Fine. Then we are seated and we talk. She excuses herself and leave. And when she does, because I had noticed it was awkward, I just wanted to explain to my friend, I didn't mean to make the situation awkward. Friend and I have been having issues. We've been having those. We just have our own domains, and this is what happened. And she tells me, can you believe friend told her, I caught I just caught Rika with my boyfriend. She was so close. She was just throwing herself all over him, and I just feel like I can't trust her with my man. I'm like, what? He's nobody's man except his wife's. So, first of all, I wasn't even throwing myself at him. I was just seated and we were laughing. Two, if you felt that I was cozy with your man, why go tell someone else instead of addressing the issue with me? If me and you have an issue, why are we not addressing it, the two of us? Why bring in a third party and make me look like some type of way that I am not? I don't remember how we addressed that issue, because I think we just got over it. Because I think I told her, I'm not even sure the events. If I told her, by the way, me and him, I even went to the extent of covering myself with a lasso when he came in. And she was like, yeah, why did you cover yourself if you know you are... Okay. You know what? I'm not going to explain myself. It is what it is. And I think we got past that. So it got to a time, friend moved out and we went our separate ways, but we still kept in touch. And one day we were to meet in town, and I went out of my way to get from where I was to meet her in town. And I get there at around 5. I call friend, no answer. 6, no answer. 7, no answer. By the time it was 7:30, I was like, hey, I don't think it's wise for me to even sit here alone, and I'm going all the way back alone. Let me just pack up, pay up, leave. So when I'm in a matatu, that's when I get a call, and friend asks me, hey, are you still in town? I'm like, no, I'm not in town. I am in a matatu on my way back. And it was in that moment that I realized I had taken so much, I don't want to say the word, but I had taken so much of it to that point where people just think it's okay for them to treat you however they want. And I went and called my friend and one other friend, and I was like, you know what, I'm done. I don't think I can be in this relationship. And she told me, no, it's okay to forgive. But I told her, this is what I told her. Yes, it's okay to forgive a friend, but it's not okay to let people treat you how they want to treat you for so long. Like, how disrespected do you think I feel for me to leave where I left to go, and I don't get as much as a message saying, oh, you know, hi friend, I'm running late, or hi friend, I'm not able to make it. It's only courteous. If you're meeting someone, let them know you won't be able to make it, like a day in advance, or if it's an emergency, just let them know prior to them leaving where they're living to come and see you. SMS them, text them, let them know in advance you will not make it or you will be late. And Kenyans, we have a habit of waiting for someone to call you, then you're like, oh, niko kwa jam na kam kumeshikana, I'm just niko hapa kwa kona. No, tell this person in advance, you know what, I'm like 10 minutes away, if all factors are held constant. And if 10 minutes elapses and you haven't moved or you're still where you are, let this person know. Just, I think respect is something that is the bare minimum to ask for in a relationship, whatever kind of relationship it is. And when you're not being given that, it's okay for you to step. There's some things you should not have to beg for in this world. So I don't know if you've been in situations where you found someone is manipulating your emotions for their own benefit, or someone knows things that you are crazy about and they just use that. Because for me, I really do value my friendships and my relationships, and I try to not to let small things get in the middle of something great that we've established. And sometimes you might be like me and people use this against you. So what I am here to tell you today is that, one, it's okay for relationships to end. Two, it's okay to outgrow some people. Yes, for you to outgrow them. So one, if they end naturally, it's okay. Time's up, it served its course. And if you've outgrown them, it's also okay for you to go find your own separate paths other than what you used to. If respect is not being served in any situation that you're in, step, because you don't want to beg for the bare minimum. And three, don't ever apologize for the things that make you you, but don't let people use that against you. You need to know when to hold on to things and when to let go of them, and be okay with it in this life as it is. So thank you so much for joining me, guys. Until the next story time, it's been real. I love you so much. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Mwah.